video. Why can't I get that? No, I'm gonna redo that. Hey everyone, Krissy here with Two Sheep, One Wheat, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I'm doing my first Kickstarter review. This game is called Imunio. It is a card game. It's for 2 to 6 players, 8+ and older, but my 4-year-old can play it, so I think it is good for at any age. It is a card game that's very similar to the game Golf. I will tag everything in the description. I will put all of the information for the Kickstarter. I will even link the link to the Kickstarter when I get it. So I'll link everything down on the bottom for you guys with all the information and everything, but I'm just gonna do a review for you guys. So a bit of an overview on this game. Each player is dealt 4 cards. You arrange them in a square like this, and you're allowed to look at only these bottom cards of your own. Now you can only look at them one time through this whole thing. So this game is a bit of a memory game. There's at no point do you flip over the cards unless it is the end of the round. So you look at these two only one time. The goal of the game is to have the least amount of points at the end of the round. So you would either draw from the discard deck or from the deck here. So there are 3 different types of cards. You will have 1 to 6, which are bacteria. And then you would have cards like this, -2, -1, 0, and these are immune helpers. Now you'll also get cards, some good ones coming up. You'll also get some cards 7, 8, 9, and 10, and these are special bacteria. These will get you different benefits throughout the game. So let's just go back here. We'll put all these cards back and say I flipped this card, I got a 0. Well, no, not that one. That's a good one. This card right here is an 8. I don't want an 8 because that is a high card. So what you would do is flip that and you would take this and you put it there. But now everybody knows what card that you have right there. So it's beneficial to them to remember what cards you have. Now I will go through the special bacteria. I doubt I'm going to find any over here. Oh, 8, 9, 6, 0. Let's see now. Oh, a 9. And now I'm just missing, a 10. Perfect. So with this game, I don't want a 6, I want a 7. Don't mind me, folks. Maybe I'll fast forward. Of course I wouldn't get a 7. You think that I would plan this a little bit better and stick, there we go, 7. So with 7, when you place a 7 down, you are then allowed to look at any card in any square on the table. That is very beneficial because there is a fast placement option for this game. So say I put a 4, I know that I have a 4 under here. I would be able to get rid of a card that way. So it is possible to have less than 4 cards. Now, it is actually possible to end up with more than 4 as well, and I'll get to that in a bit. So that is a 7. 8 now, you would be able to swap a card with any other card in any other square on the table. Now, I picked up this 0 here, and people know that because I picked it up from the deck. What's this one? A 7. So say I knew that this was a 7 somehow. We're actually here. Let's do the 2, right? So this is the discard. There's a 2 here. I'm going to take the 2 and I'm going to stick that right here. So people know that this is a 2. So if they ended up putting down an 8 and they know that they have a crazy card, well, I'll tell you what, this person would win because they have all negatives. So I'm not yelling Imunio right now, I'll tell you that much. So that would be pretty beneficial. These 2 cards were really, really fun to play with. The first couple times that I played this game, I did end up playing with my 4-year-old son. We only played with these 2 rules. We didn't actually play with the 9 or the 10 rule just because I thought it would be a little bit more difficult for him to understand. But he kicked my butt. Honestly, he kicked my butt playing with these 2 cards. He was stealing them left, right, and center. Okay, so that was number 8. Number 9 will allow you to override any of those fast placements. So say when I place a 9, I can say, you know what, there are no fast placements allowed for number 7, for card number 7. So you need to remember that because there are penalties in this game as well. Now there are penalties for placing a card on top of the 7 if somebody did say that there were no fast placements. Those would be false placements. There are penalties for those. You would then gain a card, which is not good because that's just adding to it. So that is number 9. Number 10 allows you to swap fast placements. So say if I play a 10 and I decide, you know what, I remember Joe Blow over here picking up a -2. And I remember it's this card here. So for this -2 card, I'm going to say, you know what? I have an 8. I'm going to say fast placement replacement for card number 8 with a -2. So you can actually take a card from your own square, or you can take a card from an opponent's square. Any card on the table is up for grabs. So I play a 10. Let's just say I take this one. I play a 10 here and I say, you know what? Card number 8, you can do a fast placement with it, but with a -2 instead. So now let's just say this person took this card. So now I am gonna take this because why not? This card right here, I'm putting in 8. Now I remember making that rule and I know that this person has a -2. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that fast placement action, and now he's left with 1 less card. So I was a little confused with this, but now because I was able to, it wasn't a false placement, I was actually able to do this move, they get a penalty. And I get to give them, I'm not going to give them that one because I know what that one is. It's a good card. You actually get to give them one of your own cards. So this game is very fast paced. You will get better the more that you play. I had so much fun playing this game, especially with my 4-year-old. He was hilarious playing this game. But there are a little bit of rules, and they all add to it. Everything is meant to be able to have penalties that add to it. Now, say I yelled Imunio because I thought I had the least amount of points, and once the time comes to flip your cards over, and I actually didn't have the least amount of points, my opponent did, every end of every round, you automatically get a +10 with your score, which will help get to that 60-point mark because that is what ends the whole game. The first time that I played this game, we played way too cautiously. We almost never even yelled Imunio when I think we were at the 20-minute mark, and I was like, I don't know when this game is going to end. But playing with adults, I guess you understand the rules a little bit more, right? So we were yelling Imunio, like left, right, and center. It was really fun. There were a lot of penalties. Now, another way to be penalized in this game is you are only allowed to use one hand at this game. So this whole game, I've been using my right hand. I'm not sure if you noticed that or not, but that's how I was playing this game. So if an opponent or somebody else that you're playing against realizes that you're using your other hand, or you get caught using both of your hands, you are automatically, whoever catches you gives you an extra card, also aiding to that 60 points to end the game. Now, I thought that the way that they added the penalties into it and allowed the 60 point to be the game end, being able to end the round whenever you wanted to, basically by yelling Imunio. And it's such a cute game for right now too, like all these bacterias. You get the immune helpers. How cute is that? Especially for what's going on in the world right now. This is a very cute game. I'm very thankful that I was sent this game. It's cute and it's so fun. Honestly, whenever I got this, the first time I did play with my 4-year-old son, and I just thought it was going to be a quick game. We were just going to play it. I get a feel for it. We ended up playing for a long time. I think we ended up playing for like 2 hours. So it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Addicting. It's very, very addicting. And you know what? I'm not that great at shuffling, but the material that these cards are made out of, it's almost like plastic, but they're like, I don't know, like, look how that fan. I'm not quite sure what they said that the material of the cards were, but it's very high quality as far as I'm concerned. I was shuffling like nobody's business. So this will be on Kickstarter on the 23rd. Again, I will post all of their information down in the description. I also wanted to say that if they get funded fully, they said that they were actually going to announce whose birthday party this is, because I guess this game, Imunio, is based off of all of these bacteria getting together because it's somebody's birthday party, and as the player, you're being the party pooper, you're crashing their party, which I thought was a very cute way of being involved in the game, like giving yourself a part as the party pooper, the party crasher. That was really cute. And another thing, that if they do get fully funded, they're actually going to film the tour inside of the building where this game is actually being made. So if it gets fully funded, you'll actually have access to that video. And I don't know about you, but me growing up, we watched a lot of how it was made. So I think watching a video on how a board game is made, because I love board games, I think that would be something that made me back this game. So anyway, this was Imunio, and this was my first Kickstarter review, and I hope you enjoyed it. And again, I will link everything down in the bottom for you in the description. I will catch you next video. Wait, what? What is happening? What is happening? I don't understand this.